What's good, Pittsburgh?
What's good, Pittsburgh? It's your boy LA, aka Mr. Micah, aka Mr. Hobbs. You know what it is. And as usual, I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Keenan, my Christ check brother. Yeah.
What's good, Pittsburgh? It's your boy Keenan Young, a.k.a. K-Dot, a.k.a. Forever Young. I'm here today with my boy Michael. We got a good show today, baby.
Really good show. Really good show today. Now, as you know, there is somebody missing. We're missing Dunny McCune.
Yeah.
We want y'all to pray for Dunny. He's feeling under the weather ever since yesterday. Feeling bad this morning. I was going to drag him in here today, but he didn't want to get everybody sick. So pray for Dunny out there. There is a bug going out there, guys. So make sure you get pounds.
Or salutes.
Or salutes. A lot of the shaking hands can produce viruses. You know, Dr. Sebi said, or Sebi said that mucus is the actual cause of all disease, you know, so be careful. The common cold is common, but it's deadly. So make sure you take care of yourself, get your vitamin C's, vitamin D's, all your supplements in you. So you
drink green tea too.
Green tea is good for
honey.
you? You know what? This guy in the green tea with honey is killing me. We have 3 episodes and already he's tea and honeying.
All up in here.
Yeah, he's parched. So tea and honey will help him out
all day.
But make sure you take care of yourself. So we're going to keep moving on. Pray for Dunny.
Love you, Dunny. Get well, baby.
Love you, Dunn. He said he will be back next episode, strong and ready to rock and roll. Really hated missing this episode, but you got to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. So take care of yourself out there, Pittsburgh, okay? Get your supplements in that. But we have a great show. You know it's our 3rd episode, right?
So excited, man.
Yeah. We got the 3rd episode, and today we have 3 guests. So I'm pretty excited about that. We got 3 guests. We got 3 important people we're going to talk about, and we're going to get into it. But first, did you see the Steelers draft?
Let me tell you something, man. That boy Devin Bush, he's a monster, man. He's a monster. Check it out. When the Steelers drafted him, I didn't think they was going to jump up to get him.
We called it, though.
We did call it. But, you know, I was like, I don't know, because Steelers don't normally do that.
Right.
So when they did it, I'm like, wow, I was surprised. I'm like, okay. Now when I seen him in action, in practice, bruh, come on, man.
He's special.
He's really special.
They said yesterday, because they had the rookies practice yesterday, and a reporter asked them, because she heard him calling plays out there for the defense.
Right.
And she said, when'd you get the playbook? He told her, I got it today. She said, so wait a minute. When you were out there calling plays, what were you calling? You know what he said?
What?
The defense. He got the playbook in one day.
Smart, man.
Start calling defense in the same day. I like that pick.
I do too. You know what Tomlin said? He said, when he seen him at the combine, he said, I just fell in love with the kid.
Sure.
He's like, I just seen him, and that's all I wanted was him. So for Tomlin to see him in April and knew he was going to draft him, he already talked to Mike Holmgren and was like, look, man, we got to get this kid. You know what I'm saying? So for them to trade with Denver, you know what I'm saying, get that 10 spot.
Up, which we thought they were going to do.
I just didn't know who they were going to do it with.
Right. Remember Dunny said it last
Did he say
episode?
Denver?
Yeah. No, he didn't say Denver, but he said we was going to move up.
Okay, okay.
So it happened. We predicted it. We got it right.
We got
Devin
it right.
Bush, welcome to Pittsburgh. What's good, Pittsburgh?
Come on, man.
We got a couple other, we got a wide receiver too.
Yeah. Justin Lang, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he?
No. He's a cornerback.
Yeah, he's a cornerback.
DJ Johnson.
Yeah, he's nice.
Right.
He's nice.
They call him the little AB.
Why
but
do
he
you think
don't
they
want
call
to
him
be
that?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he got the speed. He got the route running, and I think he did returns too.
Oh, did he?
So but he don't want to be called the little AB.
Sure.
That's why he changes. He didn't even get 84. He got number 18.
Well, I wouldn't be called Lil AB too. That brings drama.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play some football, but in Pittsburgh, you don't want to be called Lil AB.
I don't want that drama, bro.
Unless you're a prima donna, and kid, don't do it.
Don't do it because you might get some static with Ryan Clark.
I love Ryan Clark. He talks about it all in Pittsburgh, right?
Man,
I love him.
He be throwing big shade.
Well, we definitely have a lot to talk about,
man.
and we don't have a lot of time to do it.
Let's get into it, man.
So we have our first guest. Miss Q Muhammad.
Q Muhammad.
Yeah, and we're going to get her on here. We're going to talk about her. We're going to interview her because she has a clothing line called Free Spirited, which I'm rocking right now. You know how I get down. I'm free spirited. Can't tell me what to do.
Come on now.
So we're going to talk about it and find out the inspiration behind her brand and how it all came about, okay?
Yeah, man.
What's good, Pittsburgh? We're here. You asked for it, we delivered. We got Q Muhammad in the house. Free Spirited Clothing, the designer, the artiste herself. How you doing, sis?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. What's good?
Just blessed to be here.
How do you pronounce your first name?
Kawia.
Kawia. You know I've been calling you Q Muhammad this whole time, right?
No, you've been calling her Kauai.
Has I said Kauai?
Yeah, it's like Hawaii. It's not Hawaii. Okay, it's not Kauai. It's Kawia.
Okay. Well, I was just saying Q to stay safe. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful name.
That's fine.
Where's
But
that name
pronounce
come
it in the
from?
right way. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Jeez Louise. It's rough over here in What's Good, Pittsburgh.
What's wrong with him, man?
I've been calling
I know you're
Mika my
brother-in-law.
wife. So, where'd that name come from, by the way?
It's an Islamic name. I'm Muslim.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
That's what's up.
What does it mean?
strong.
So your name means strong. So if I call you Q, is that like half strength?
No, that's just the easy way out so you don't mess it up.
Because I don't want to mess it up. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we've been
glad to
rocking
be
with
here.
you for a little bit. You know what I mean? We've
Yes.
been rocking with your clothes.
Thank you.
Actually, Pittsburgh, just to let y'all know, Dunny McCune is the one who actually introduced us.
Oh, okay.
And when I seen her clothing line, I had to have that shirt immediately.
Yeah.
So if y'all remember that first episode that I had that Free Spirited shirt, she made it.
Yeah, that was hot.
She made it. That hoodie that Dunny had on, that Free Spirited, she made it. So she's a very talented artist with a wonderful clothing line called Free Spirited.
Thank you.
Where did the inspiration and the idea from Free Spirited come from?
Just me being creative and original, my own individual.
Because I like the brand. Now, about the heart. You see this heart here? What does that represent? The eagle with the heart. And I see it's like blood, but it's on fire as well.
It's just like the same concept as the phoenix bird rising from the flames. It's a passionate, fiery heart to where the eagle is clawing out to rise above, to overcome all the life challenges and become something great.
Strong.
I like that.
Strong.
And here at What's Good Pittsburgh, that's pretty much what we do. We'll overcome them life challenges. So that eagle, he's kind of pretty much coming out like a cocoon or something?
Just
Like a butterfly?
clawing out of pain and whatever you've been through, the struggles, to rise above.
Not let it beat you, huh?
No?
Yeah. What are your future plans for the design and for the Free Spirited clothing line?
My future plans
Yeah.
is to touch lives all over the world, to inspire, strength and renewal within.
I like it. One of the things that I first liked about the Free Spirited clothing line, which we talked about, you were talking about just being born and renewed. And in my mind, I just thought about being born again.
Yeah.
You know, and the difference is, you know, Scripture said, if any man's in Christ, he's a new creature. So you start out one way in life and you end up being something totally different.
Yeah.
Is that the inspiration for your clothing line? Am I on point or am I
Re-
totally off?
Rebirth, you know, free to be you,
Yeah.
live life with no restrictions, break free from anything that's holding you down, holding you back.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, because when I wear this shirt, I feel empowered. I feel like people can't tell me nothing because I'm free spirited.
That's the energy and the passion I put into my
You see what I'm saying?
brand.
So when people be like, Micah, do this, I'll be like, no, free spirited.
Right. Be
Ain't
you.
doing nothing.
Free to be you.
Unless I want to.
Right.
Pittsburgh, be free spirited. We've always been free spirited here in Pittsburgh. That's what separates us from a lot of other major metropolitan areas in America. We've been free spirited. And we're glad we have a clothing line that can express that.
That's what's up.
Keenan,
So Q, I got a question.
he did call you Q. Did you hear that?
I did.
He did call you Q.
Kept it safe.
I kept it safe. Because I didn't want to just, fall into his trap. So I'm just like, you know what? Q,
I'm just going to call her strong. Just call her strong.
Oh,
Strong
that's
Muhammad.
nice too.
Ooh,
Strong
Strong Muhammad. Can we get a shirt that says Strong Muhammad? Is that possible?
That's a good idea. Thank you for my next idea.
See? Okay, I like it.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm sorry. I like the clothing line.
Question is as far as designers, are there any designers that kind of inspire you to, to jump into this or anything like that, or just something that you just wanted to do just off your own inspiration?
Off of my own inspiration, I've always been passionate with fashion.
Nice.
Nice. I tried it on my own. I custom designed a jacket that I had, and the people loved it. So it inspired me, and I ran with it. And I figured I had a gift. I kept doing it, and I made it my own business.
That's what's up.
So I had to come up with a name that was meaningful for my brand, so it could stand for something other than me working on other brands.
Exactly.
So now I have my own brand, Free Spirited.
Free Spirited, yo. That's what I'm talking about, man.
I love this. It really touches me personally because my mother's a fashion designer. She made clothes for a living here in Pittsburgh. And she actually did so well that our family, the Yates over there in Garfield, North Aiken, they was like, you need to go out there to Los Angeles where you have other family. And if that's what you do, you go out there and get your hands dirty and try it. We'll help you with the kids. And she did that. And I went to LA when I was 9 years old because my mother was a fashion designer. She made her own clothes, had her own brand, and she wanted to take her shot. So that's how I actually ended up in Los Angeles, So I like that. I like the Free Spirited clothing line.
Yeah.
I like it when people take their passion and make it their business.
Right.
I think that's beautiful because if your passion is your business, you don't have to work.
No.
I mean, it's all work. Don't get me wrong.
It's hard work, but, you feel good doing it. It's different, than just going to a 9 to 5 every day. Yeah. You love what you do. So it feels good. That energy goes into what you're doing.
That's
I know it's
where
gonna
the
grow.
free spirit come from. That's where the free spirit come from because you're able to have those creative ideas and implement them on, on shirts and things of that nature. So now everybody can really see your ideas that were in your mind. Now they can really see them. I'm like, man, that was dope. That's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Do you see the chains coming off? I like that. The chains coming off the eagle. He's coming out of there, man.
Yeah,
he's coming out of there, bro.
Break free.
Just a little side note, y'all. I had told Miss Kawia that I wore a 2X.
Yeah.
I told her I wore a 2X, and she kind of hit her brother up with a 1X. So I apologize. See, this is the queen right here.
Right.
I gotta
Was
stay
she
in
right?
my lane. She was right.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was right. I got
Right on point, huh?
Stay in my lane. That's all.
It looks good on you.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's bringing out the
The bling bling.
Yeah.
The chain.
I appreciate.
I told her to bring you a 2X.
Thank you for the support.
When I said 2X, she was like,
Did she say?
Yeah, I said, bring your 2X to my clothes. She was like, 2X?
And then she said 2X.
Okay.
And she brought a 1
And
just
she
in
brought
case.
a 1. She did not listen.
Hey, man, that's
because she's free-spirited.
Right.
Fashion design,
Yeah.
that's what she do.
Amen. Well, let me ask you this. What kind of discounts would you give to our viewers of What's Good Pittsburgh? Like, let's say they wanted to go to your shop, which you can see her internet information right there.
Right down
So
there.
you can order. But what would you give our customers and our viewers? Give them something nice so that they could bring business to your business. What do you think?
The first time I would do 25% off. 25% off your
My
first.
face on.
What? Can I get 25% off?
Of course.
Done. Pittsburgh, you heard it here first. 25% off your first purchase of free-spirited clothing.
I'm speechless.
That means go get you a couple outfits, a couple shirts, a couple hats. Load up. Get 25% off.
Let's get it.
We got to support each other, okay?
That's right.
We're here in Pittsburgh. We're going to support each other. Now, let me ask you this. Did you bring some outfits for us to model today?
I did. Yes, I did.
Well, we want to model them. I ain't doing no modeling, even though they call me Young Denzel out there. But I'm not doing no modeling. I'll leave that to better people.
Yeah, like me.
Let's get into it, man. Let's have a first time ever, What's Good Pittsburgh fashion show.
Let's do it.
All right, Pittsburgh, this is it. What you wanted. The first ever What's Good Pittsburgh fashion show. This is going to be exciting. We're doing it free-spirited style. All right, well, being that we have our first fashion show, you ready to get started?
Yes, I am.
Number one?
Number one.
All right, let's get our first model out here. I feel like we need music. This is Tanisha. What's Tanisha wearing today?
As you can see, she has on a black soft tee, free-spirited t-shirt, a trucker style, vintage, distressed, free-spirited hat.
So we have the free-spirited trucker hat. I like the shirt. Okay, Nisha, I see you. Work it, work it. All right, I like that. What else you got for me today?
Well, I have a break-free red hoodie,
All right, let's get my model in here.
free-spirited brand.
Now, why couldn't I be a model? I could have done that. I like this. You got the chains coming out of that. What does that represent?
Breaking free.
Now, how much does a hoodie like this cost?
This is a hoodie for $80.
Yeah, that's nice. And our customers get 25% off of that for their first purchase, right?
Yes, they do.
Very nice indeed. Thank you, Mr. Keenan. What else you got for us, Q?
I have a blush pink sweatsuit.
Okay, let's get our next model out here.
Wow. Free-spirited blush pink sweatsuit
I like that.
with the trucker hat, free-spirited.
I'm gonna have to grab me one of them trucker hats. I'm feeling them. Feeling
Thank
them.
you.
Very nice. And who do we have here?
My daughter.
This is your daughter.
Yes, it is.
You made her. Really? Huh. Good job. Number one. Give us a little turn, love. Bam. Free spirited. Bam. 25% off. Ladies, this looks like perfect for the spring, for the fall, for the summer. You can rock this anywhere. To the Cleasy, full sheezy. You can rock it anywhere. To the park. I like that. Now, how much does an outfit like this cost you?
This is $130.
Okay. Now, do they get the 25% off of this with their first order?
Yes, yes.
What's good, Pittsburgh? Get your orders in. Free spirited. I like that. Thank you, Miss Danielle. All right. Now, let me ask you a question before we go. Where do you see the clothing line going towards the future? Where do you see your clothing line going headed towards the future?
I see my clothing line going everywhere.
Yeah. So it's going to be international?
International, yes.
All right. I like that because I think you can go. I mean, I might see you in France or Paris or somewhere on the runway.
Worldwide, yes.
Now, if you do get
No
there,
limit.
can I be a model?
Of course, you're always welcome.
Let me show you,
You
my
look
model
good.
walk. Okay, you like this shirt?
Yes,
Let
I
me
do.
show y'all my model walk. Watch this. Huh? Was that it?
What's good, Pittsburgh? That's what's good.
I can make it?
You can make it.
Thank you, sis.
Thank
well,
you.
we appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you
we
for having me.
really want Pittsburgh to go out there and purchase that free-spirited clothing line. We got to support our own. We're here together. If we don't do it, it's not going to happen, Pittsburgh. All right? So go get your 25% off. 25% off. That's crazy. They're not offering that in the stores. The website is down there. Order, order, order. Q, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right. Pittsburgh, special guest in the house today. Mr. Teron Jenkins. Teron Jenkins is running for district attorney in the city of Pittsburgh, for those of you who do not know.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you
sir.
for being with us
Yes.
today.
Appreciate you having me.
What a blessing,
Yeah,
what a
appreciate
blessing.
you having me. Yeah, thank you both.
Yes,
no
sir.
doubt.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about What's Good Pittsburgh?
The internet. Yeah, you guys are all over the place. So, we have mutual friends. So,
Yes.
I think it'd be a good idea to reach out and, get an audience with you.
I appreciate
Yeah, certainly.
that.
Yep.
Because we've been friends for a little bit
We
now,
have.
about
we
5
have.
years. or
That's
some
right.
change.
Easily. That's
So
right.
way before he decided to run for DA, we already been friends. We already been cool. We got mutual family members.
That's right. Yeah, we're
you know,
family.
who are friends, but sometimes your friends can be closer than your family.
That's right.
So I got friends who are like family members to me, and they got the Jenkins last name too. Okay, so I got the inside track.
How about that?
So it's a blessing. It's a
Certainly,
blessing.
certainly. Indeed.
Nepotism is real, okay? Nepotism is real.
Don't say that too loudly. Right.
I'm just glad to have you here,
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate you having me.
What you're doing is pretty big. It's making a lot of buzz in the city.
Certainly.
Especially you being an African American. Are you the first African American to run for district attorney?
I am. I will be the first. Right.
To ever
Right.
run.
That's right.
That means
historic,
in
man.
the city of Pittsburgh, we never had African American even attempt
That's historic.
to become district attorney in the
That's
city.
true. That's true.
historic.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. I'm really honored to have you
Yeah.
here.
Again, thank you.
Yes, sir. I do have a question for you.
Hey, fire
because the
away.
audience
Right.
wants to know a little bit more about you, and
That's
I
why I'm
figured
here.
this would be the greatest platform to do that. In our second episode, we had over 3,000 views. Thank you, Pittsburgh. For our first episode, we had over 3,000 views.
Hey, that's
Thank
good
you,
stuff.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You guys are watching. We cannot do it without you. This is a community affair. We're all in together, okay? So we got a question. We want you to go vote for this brother, and we're going to tell you why right now. My first question, Mr. Jenkins.
Yes.
Why district attorney in the city of Pittsburgh? Why do you want that
Absolutely.
job?
Absolutely. It's actually countywide for Allegheny County.
Allegheny County.
I've been working in the criminal justice system for the past almost 15 years, and I just got tired of all the injustice within the system. So rather than hope and wish for change, I am the change. I'm stepping up to be that change. For everything there's a season. The incumbent has been in office for 21 years, and he hasn't evolved. And anytime you're dealing with the system involving people, you have to evolve. You have to know the people. And this administration has done a poor job of doing that. So I'm stepping up to fill the void because we deserve a leader that engages the people, that understands the people, and will listen to the voices of the people.
I like that.
Certainly.
That is definitely what we need.
Certainly.
Because 21 years ago, that's a lot of change
It
between
is.
then and now.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't evolved or dealt with the people, who are you representing?
Absolutely. And the other issue, what I'm finding is as I travel around Allegheny County, a lot of people don't understand what the district attorney is and the role of that office. And for those of you who don't, the district attorney is the chief law enforcement officer of Allegheny County. They determine when somebody is charged with a crime or when somebody won't be charged, what the level of the offense as well as sentencing determinations. They are essentially the gatekeepers to the criminal justice system. And a lot of people, they don't realize the power that comes with that office. And if you have somebody that is not in touch with the people, that office can do a lot of damage. And if the leader of that office does not have a vision for the people are going to suffer. And Allegheny County, quite frankly, is suffering.
Been suffering.
For sure.
Been
For sure.
suffering. Wow.
We have a lot of, like in Pittsburgh, like I tell people all the time, the reason why they call me LA is because I grew up in Los Angeles. But I seen LA, and then when I come back to Pittsburgh as a teenager, I seen some pretty big differences in the cities. One of them being that in Pittsburgh, a lot of brothers go to jail quick.
Absolutely.
They got a place for you down here.
Absolutely.
In Pittsburgh, you know what
And
I mean?
if I could speak on that, if you don't mind, the arrest rate of African American men here in Allegheny County is 7 times the national average.
What?
And we are, yes.
I didn't know that.
National average.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And we are 13% of Allegheny County, but we represent over half of the jail population. So statistics, they paint a very disturbing story here in Allegheny County. And again, unless you have somebody that's willing to have these honest conversations about these statistics, nothing is going to change. And I have stake in this. I have a 9-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's like you think about what do you want society to be as they age and as they matriculate. And if we continue to allow things to evolve in the fashion in which they're doing now, I know my children are going to be safe, and I know yours won't be either.
It's so sad because Pittsburgh, we're a big major metropolitan area, but we're not as big as we think we are.
That's right.
And the African American demographic is even smaller. Then when you take into account how many people are behind bars,
Absolutely.
our number gets even smaller.
Absolutely.
Then if you take the Thurl brothers, that number goes way down. Because you got a lot of brothers out there just ain't thorough. Just saying. So
Certainly.
my point is, like, our leaders, our fathers, our grandfathers, our uncles, you know, people who could help to lead our children in the right direction. A lot of these people are being taken to counties,
That's right.
to the penitentiaries, to halfway houses, for cases that really in other cities would get dismissed.
That's right. Or maybe not even charged at all. And I'll
Maybe not
give you
even
a
charged at
small example. Less than a year ago, I represented a young man, African-American man. He was pulled over in a traffic stop. He's a passenger, and he had words with the police officer like, "Why'd you pull us over?" So the police officer pulls him out. He had a small amount of marijuana on his person. He spent a week in jail and lost his job. So you tell me where the justice is in that. And that's just one of many stories.
And I thought we had the freedom of speech just to ask questions, and it's like
Right.
that right has just been like literally revoked.
Literally.
Look what happened
know.
to him. He spent a week in jail behind a
For
small
nothing,
amount of marijuana.
You know, and now
Right.
you
It's a waste of time.
right, you ruined that young man's life by taking his job away from him. Now he got to go back into the system.
Absolutely.
He got to go back to try to get another job.
Absolutely.
He has to try to build back up what he already had accomplished
Absolutely.
already. So, I mean, it's scary, man, and it's, you know, it's not a black and white thing. It's just
People.
a thing.
It's a
and
thing.
Right. It's a people thing.
You know, and
That's
it's a
right.
spirit in this world called, you know, anger, called, you know, just being nasty, you know, for no reason. We're all human beings, but a lot of the times we get dehumanized a lot, especially the African American race. And yeah, my question to you, man,
Certainly.
is I know you talked about change. About what you want to see done, but personally, as just you,
Certainly.
what kind of change you want to see? Like,
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. Because I'm running on a platform of criminal justice reform, but I've already been doing that through the course of my career.
Okay.
When I left the public defender's office, I was the chief deputy director, and I implemented a lot of changes within that office and tried to make the system more just and more fair for people who are coming through the system. Largely marginalized communities. One of the examples, you kind of already touched upon that people are in Allegheny County Jail. A lot of people in our jail, they're low-level, nonviolent offenders, and they're in jail because they don't have maybe $100 to post a bond.
Wow.
So one of the things that I did before I left the public defender's office is I created an initiative. Anybody that was in jail eligible for a bond reduction, we filed motions to get those people out of jail.
Nice.
We have had like an 85% success rate because it's $100 a day to incarcerate people in Allegheny County Jail. And on average, we have about 2,200 people in our jail. So think about all that money. That
It's a lot
money
of
could be
money.
going back into the community, can be going towards jobs and education. We're wasting money.
It's crazy.
Certainly. We've also, before I left the office, we added social workers to the public defender's office.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Something that had never been done before because, again, I was always of the opinion if that office, the public defender's office, didn't do things
Right.
to help people get their lives put back on track, nobody else was going to do
Right.
it because historically nobody else ever did. So it's like I'm proud of those accomplishments. But to speak more directly to your question, what I would like to see happen, we need to look at our bail system. It's unjust. You have two people, you may have two people similarly situated, similar backgrounds, charged with the same things, but one person has the money to post bond, the other person doesn't, so that person sits. So we've essentialized, criminalized poverty.
Oh,
We have.
nice.
We have this ongoing epidemic of mass incarceration, which is fueled by the fact that we overcharge people. People that come through the system on these exaggerated charges, they get high bonds, and oftentimes they plead guilty to things they didn't necessarily do
Right, right.
because they want to get out of jail. They want
As
to
soon
get
as
back to their
possible.
jobs, back to their families. Because if you spend maybe 2 days in jail and you're not making a lot of money, that completely disrupts your life.
It does.
And you're not able to put your life back on track
Right.
because you're starting all over again once you get back out. And people don't realize that. And while judges and magistrates set bond, oftentimes they defer to the district attorney's office. So if we had a district attorney would stand up and say, on these types of offenses, we are not seeking bond,
Gotcha.
that would be a game changer.
That
So
is a
that's-
change,
It
right.
would. And that's one thing that I would advocate for.
Yeah.
Additionally, we need to have more diversionary courts here in Allegheny County.
I agree with
We
that.
need to divert people out of the system. And what I mean by that, we need to capture the people before they come into the system. Because once you go into the criminal justice system, it's like a black hole.
Yes, it is.
And you come out with the conviction, you leave
rotating door
that
even.
scarlet letter that you have to live with the rest of your life. You're cut off from housing, cut off from employment. You get a small, low-level drug possession. Now you're cut off from funding to go to college. There's just a ripple effect that a lot of people don't realize until it happens to them or somebody they love. Right, because the system is so unforgiving, and it doesn't have to be that way. I've always been of the opinion that the criminal justice system should focus on the people who are violent, the people who are dangerous, not the people that make mistakes. Because we all make mistakes, if we're being honest, and we've all made mistakes that could have launched us into the criminal justice system. But I've always said it, those mistakes don't define who you are as a person.
That's right.
We've gotten away from that.
I like what you just said because Antoine Rose's uncle, who was supposed to be on his first show, his name is Skip Rose. That's one of the messages that he sent because after the verdict, they went out of town. They couldn't even stand to be in Pittsburgh, so they had to take a family vacation.
Absolutely.
And get out the city. And one of the things he said, which if you look at my first episode, he spoke through us. He said that Antoine made some mistakes, but none of those mistakes should have cost him his life.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
We all made mistakes.
That's right.
Me personally, I've made a ton of mistakes. Y'all know me out there in Pittsburgh. Y'all know me out there in LA. I've made a bunch of mistakes. But we serve a God of second chances.
Amen.
And that's what this show is about.
That's right.
You know, this show, in case none of y'all realize it, I'm going to tell you now. Heaven Bound Ministries, Heaven Bound Community Outreach Ministries sponsors this show. They pay for it. What Heaven Bound Ministry does is we give people who want a second chance, people who have made some mistakes, we give them a second chance with job opportunities. Because the first thing they tell you to do when you get out of jail is go get a job. And if you don't go get a job, you're going back to jail.
That's right.
But in reality, a lot of people don't want to hire people who have felonies.
That's right.
Or who have made some mistakes.
That's right.
They shun away from those people.
That's
Throw
right.
the application right in the trash.
That's right.
So now you're putting a person in a position
To fail.
and go back to what he's used to doing.
Right. Hey, we're creating more crime. That's exactly what we're doing.
He's not going to not eat.
That's right.
He's not going to not feed his kids.
That's right.
He's not going to not pay his bills. So guess what you're forcing him to do?
That's right.
And then you want to keep them in jail and keep us in jail? It's a revolving door in a black hole.
Absolutely.
Like you said, brother.
It is.
And they're making money off of it.
That's right.
So I'm very, when I heard that you were running for DA, I said, perfect. There's no other candidate that is worthy enough. You know, and which leads me to my question, which you kind of sort of answered already.
Right.
But for our viewers, could you let them know your qualifications?
Absolutely. I'll give you a little bit about my educational experience. I went to IEP undergrad. I was a criminology major.
Really?
I was. After I graduated, I worked in the field of mental health for 2 years before I went back to law school. While I was in law school, I had the good fortune. I studied abroad. I studied in China for a summer. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hustle.
Right. So after I graduated, my first job out of law school was working in the public defender's office. I was a law clerk. I did that for a year. And then I was a prosecutor for 3 years. I did everything from traffic tickets to murder. Yeah, I did that. And then I went into private practice, had my own private practice for about 5 years. And probably my greatest and most noteworthy case as a defense attorney, I represented a young man that did 17 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit.
What?
Absolutely. And when it came back on appeal, they offered him a deal to plead guilty for time served. He refused. He said he wasn't pleading guilty to something he didn't do.
After he spent 17 years?
Absolutely. So we went to trial and we won.
What's good, Pittsburgh?
Right, for sure. That's like one of the proudest moments of my legal career.
Job,
certainly.
for that,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely,
that's
absolutely.
Major, man.
So
That's major.
I ended up going back to the public defender's office to help manage it. I was the chief deputy director of the pretrial division. I trained in new hires. I implemented policy, and then I eventually became the chief deputy director of the public defender's office. While I worked in that capacity, I was able to work with other stakeholders within the criminal justice system. And that's when I began to realize and understand and appreciate the power of the prosecutor and how the district attorney's office controls the criminal justice system. While there was a lot that I could accomplish as a public defender, there wasn't too much more I could do in that capacity to effectuate the real change to actually help people come into the system while still holding people accountable. So I left the office in July because I was of the opinion, again, that in order for things to change within the criminal justice system, you have to start at the head, which is the district attorney's office. Right. So I've been working in the system collectively for almost the past 20 years between the field of mental health and the criminal justice system. So I've tried cases on both sides.
Sure.
I've jury trials, non-jury trials, what have you. Like I said, there's nothing that I haven't handled. I stand on my record.
Yeah.
I stand on my reputation. I stand on everything that I've accomplished, throughout my professional legal career.
Man,
Certainly.
You're definitely qualified
Yeah,
for the
appreciate
job. We're going to ask you one more question,
Certainly.
and then we're going to let you go because we know
Certainly.
you're a very busy man, and
No
we
problem.
really appreciate it. This
For
has been a
sure.
blessing to our viewers, been a blessing to us and our studio audience. We have a studio audience today.
Certainly.
But our studio audience is
Right.
joined. But our question today is, I've been seeing these Teron Jenkins signs in people's yards
For sure.
everywhere.
For sure.
How can people get one of those signs in their yard?
Certainly.
I need one,
Oh,
too.
no
I
doubt.
need one,
Right.
too. I'm about to take somebody's
Right.
sign, but I don't want
No problem.
to just take
I'll hook you
nobody's
up.
sign.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
I'll grab you one.
I
But,
ran through one here. I was about to
take it
just
out.
grab it. I said, that ain't right.
By the
Certainly.
That ain't
Certainly.
right. That's anti-productive, Pittsburgh.
Right.
We stealing nobody's Teron Jenkins signs.
But
Get
you
your
can
own sign.
you can go to the website, send us a message, and we'll get one out to you. It's JenkinsForDA.com.
It'll be right here.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. Yep.
And you get a sign.
You can get a
Now,
sign.
will they deliver
right.
it or?
We can try. I can't make the promise.
You gotta pick the sign
right,
up.
for sure. We'll do our best to get it to you.
Okay.
We need the support.
Okay.
Yep.
Definitely.
Hey,
man.
Certainly.
If y'all want, at What's Good Pittsburgh, Teron, you send me some signs.
Certainly.
I'll get somebody to send them out.
Right.
Okay, if you're in Allegheny County and you want a Teron Jenkins sign, this is impromptu. This just came by here. If you want one of them signs, Teron's gonna get me some.
We'll hook you
I'll
up.
have somebody
Yep.
bring that sign to your
Right.
house.
We'll hook you up.
I'll pay him to
Right.
bring it to your house,
Yep.
so you can represent. So if you want that sign, hit us here.
Right.
Teron Jenkins website. Hit us at the What's Good Pittsburgh website. Y'all know the info. heavenboundcom@gmail, or hit us up at YouTube, Facebook, however you get in contact with us.
man.
Let us know. We'll get that sign out so you can put it in your lawn and represent. And make sure you guys go out there and vote.
Certainly.
Teron Jenkins, thank you.
Appreciate
sir.
your time. This
Appreciate
is
you,
our time.
brother.
This is our time. That's right.
This is our season.
Appreciate
One more
you.
question,
Yeah,
real
certainly.
quick.
Uh-oh.
When is the election?
Yep, I should have said
Good
that.
question.
May 21st.
May 21st.
10 days out. That's
Yeah.
right. 10 days out.
2 days after my birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
Go.
That's right. That's right.
We got to do it now, guys.
Yep.
We got to do it now. So call us, hit us up. We'll get those signs out there. Go vote for the
Please
brother.
vote.
Yeah.
Please
Please.
vote. Let's make some change up in here.
Unless you
Right.
don't want change.
That's right.
If you don't want change,
I'm not
don't
your
vote.
guy.
He's not your guy if you
Yep.
don't want change. If you want to see things different in Pittsburgh,
Get
vote
out
Teron
of here.
Jenkins.
Get out of here.
Okay?
Appreciate it.
Thank you again, my
All
brother.
right, my man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks,
Yes,
sir.
thank you. No
All right,
doubt.
man.
All right, Pittsburgh. We have our final guest of the day. I know we're overwhelming y'all with guests. We're overwhelming y'all with information. But guess what? You need it. And so do we. If you don't have information, you can't make a good decision.
That's
all right?
right.
So if you want to make good decisions, listen to What's Good Pittsburgh. We'll tell you what's good.
All day, every day.
Huh, am I right?
Oh, you ain't lying.
It's just what we do.
What?
I have a very, very special guest in the house today.
Yeah.
My brother Joe. What's up, Joe?
man.
I like that, Joe.
Joe, how you doing?
You see, he
bro?
got that naturally. He's what's good Pittsburgh already. We didn't teach him that. He got it. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm glad to have you on the
Blessed,
show.
man. Great, man.
Just to let a couple people know, me and Joe are in Bible school together at Greater Works Bible School here in Monroeville, and we met there. And Pastor Renee's class, if I'm not mistaken.
Pastor Ron.
Pastor
Ron Bonomo.
Ron Bonomo.
Wow.
God bless you, Pastor Ron.
I still keep in touch with him, actually. He's in Kuwait right now.
Is he in Kuwait?
Serving
Oh, wow.
Armed Forces, and he's doing great, though. He actually just recently started up helped start up a nonprofit organization dedicated like Cameroon orphanages. So, yeah, really crazy long story how he got in touch with somebody who was from Cameroon in Kuwait. But you know how God does things. So.
Amen. Amen.
Definitely.
Yeah, me and this brother, when we met in Bible school, I was just coming off of my accident and I was still healing up. And they invited me to the Bible school to get my license as a minister because I'm already ordained as a minister, but I'm in the process to get my license. So not only could I marry you, but I could sign a certificate too. Right now, I'm just ordained. So I can marry you, But you got to go down Justice Peace to get it signed. It won't be legal. It'd be a great ceremony. But once I get my license, then I'll sign off on it too. So we're in the process of that. But that's where I met this brother here. And we got friends to be friends very, very quickly, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, granted, you got an awesome testimony story, but, you know, you're a cool dude, too.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that, Pittsburgh?
He's all right.
I'm a cool dude.
He's all right. He's kind of hot.
Hold on, let me get y'all. Huh? Cool dude, Pittsburgh. Now, brother, you are also a youth minister. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Where do you go to church at?
I go to Bridge City Church. We have 5 different campuses right now.
Wow.
I go to what's called the White Oak campus, right along Route 48, White Oak. And we also have a campus in Murraysville, North Braddock, which is the original one, Brighton Heights, and East Liberty. So it's a really great church. So many great, wonderful people, and God's just doing amazing things through all the campuses. So.
What kind of things do you guys do with the youth?
Well, specifically, my role is called, I'm not a fan of titles, but my role is called Campus Coordinator, and I lead a team of 3 other adults, soon to be 5, God willing, with the people that we're looking to add, and a great, awesome group of kids that love God, love the Lord, and they invite their friends to come to group almost every week.
Really?
And we've really grown a lot in attendance over the past 2 years. We were averaging around 8 at one point this year, and we were averaging about 23 per night. So,
Wow.
and kids are really just getting lit up in the Lord, and you know, God's just changing lives. And we got kids that are going from cutting themselves out of depression to you know, just knowing Jesus and being filled and like getting freed from that stuff. So God's just doing.
So
some
you
real
saying that
special
the blood is still there? The blood is still strong?
stuff. yeah. So,
Definitely. Well, what are some of the type of things that you do with the kids?
well, specifically, like if you'd ask like what a typical Wednesday night looks like for our group, we just honestly, we hang out, we have fun, we have games, we have snacks, we have worship, we have a great word and teaching by me or one of the leaders, or you know, any guests that come in, and then we have like what's called small group time, where we really just grow. We typically split off guys and girls, and then junior high and senior high guys and girls, and then now we have enough leaders to do each portion, so that's been really huge because the kids get to connect with that leader, and you know, we all just do life together. And so this summer's coming up, and we are going to take a little bit of a break in meeting every week, but we're still going to have fun. We're going to still meet up on campus here and there, but we're also going to try to do outreaches within the community. Specifically, you know, we are in White Oak McKeesport area. We want to do more outreaches within the, you know, White Oak McKeesport area.
Right.
And really just give kids an opportunity to, you know, be a part of their community more and, you know, bless it.
I like that, man, because the children, Whitney Houston said it best. Children are the future. So teach them well and let them lead the way. Now, I don't know about letting the children lead the way all the time, because they come up with some pretty crazy stuff, but they are the future. They are the future. Stop laughing. It's not that funny. But don't let the children lead the way. You be the group leader.
See?
Don't listen to Whitney.
Joe, you know this
Don't
guy,
listen
right?
to Whitney. Of course. Listen to Whitney. But the children really are the future. And I can remember actually singing that song in elementary school for elementary graduation. I think it was like 6th grade graduation. We all had to sing that song. I believe children. It was funny. We didn't know the words.
Yes.
But
Yes.
we end up being children who ended up being the future. And I really am I'm proud of you for that, for teaching the children, because a lot of them don't have guidance. And then the guidance that they do have, some people like to lead the children in the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's real true.
Hashtag no R. Kelly. But some people like to lead the children in the wrong way.
Yes.
You seem to be leading them in a good way.
I like to think so, and you know, I'm just grateful to be in this position, and you know, God is good, and He's changing our lives, and I just happen to be there, kind of overseeing it more or less.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Keenan, did you have a question for Joe?
Yeah.
You're laughing. What is so funny over there?
You're
Was it the
funny
hashtag
guy.
R. Kelly? With the hashtag no R.
Yeah,
Kelly?
really.
I'm sorry, Rob.
Dad.
You did it, bro. It's not my fault. I
Oh
didn't do
man,
it.
I'm trying to hold back these
I didn't
tears
do it,
because
Rob.
this guy is silly,
Hey, Rob,
man.
I didn't do it. It's not my
Ooh,
fault,
man.
Rob.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's not my fault.
Joe, this guy, he's silly, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Man. Well, I will say this. It's wonderful knowing, you know, just a lot of the things that you're doing, you know, with the church and everything. And just being in that ministry, man, it's a blessing, especially for men, you know what I mean? And how we want to just be strong for the children, for the boys and girls, and show them, you know, that we can be, you know, role models for them. And, you know, when they grow up, you know, hopefully they can, you know, be like us, or, you know, just positive people around them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that the blood is still flowing. I'm glad that, you know, we're still implementing the power of Jesus. I love that.
Absolutely.
And I really appreciate that, you know. But I had a conversation with my brother right here, and I heard that you got a graphic design company. Tell us about that, man.
Yes, he does.
All right.
Pittsburgh graphic design.
Graphic design, y'all. Mm-hmm.
So I like to call what I have graphic communications business, and specifically I specialize in all kinds of graphic design, whether it be your logos, business cards, print advertising. Currently working on a fleet graphics project, meaning like a big box truck vehicle wrap design right now. So
box truck vehicle wrap.
Can you imagine what's good Pittsburgh on
I know, right?
truck?
Where are we gonna get the truck from?
Jesus.
I believe that. Jesus give us a truck.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap it. We'll
Come on,
wrap
man.
it.
You better stop. We're going to stop.
The design.
Okay.
Because like any kind of installation of vehicle wrap is very much an art, and not something I recommend just anybody try to do themselves.
right,
definitely.
But yeah, focus on design of that, and also website design and maintenance, and social media page management, meaning
wow.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Business Listings.
Cool.
Basically, I kind of manage the pages, creating the content, changing out the profile pictures, cover photos every quarter, however often, just to keep things fresh, and making sure that the pages are leading to good traction and good business for whoever I
like that.
Jack of all trades, man.
Yeah,
That's
especially when it comes to that communication and graphic designing. That's a
sweet.
skill. Everybody don't know how to do that.
Listen, man, if y'all need anything like that, man, I mean, Joe's your guy,
Joe.
man. He's
What's
telling
the name of
you.
your business, Joe?
J Graphic Communications.
Let's put
Should
that
be down right
here.
here. There you go. Yeah, man. So, as far as anything, you know, for our listeners out here, I know you charge and everything, but is there like any type of discount that you might give to them or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah, absolutely, especially for this segment. 20% off. 20% off your first orders.
you better stop playing. Come on, man.
Yeah, 20% off your first orders because I have the opportunity to give you a much better rate than what you're going to pay at your average marketing firm in this area
Wow.
with one-on-one attention. But on top of that, 20% off. So
One thing he said that I just like, he said one-on-one.
Yeah.
So you don't go into no big office and you got like 90,000 people sitting in front of you. What you want to do?
Yeah.
You know, you got a one-on-one. You know, consolidation. You're able to talk to you one-on-one. They're able to give you your ideas, and then you can just help them develop everything. Correct?
Yes, very
Man,
much so.
come on,
That's
man.
a blessing. I mean, we have Joe doing stuff for What's Good Pittsburgh as well. We have a web page that we're in a production of trying to get together, where you will be able to buy What's Good Pittsburgh merchandise, hats, keychains, coffee mugs, you know what I mean, things of that nature. And I think Dunny got a beard oil coming up. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But we're going to put it on a webpage so that people who want to support us could go to the webpage that Joe's designing, purchase products from What's Good Pittsburgh, and get a discount on them and help support the show as well.
Man.
So this
That's
guy...
good.
That's why he's on the show, bro. It's very important. Undercover scenes partner for What's Good Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? And not only that, he's my friend, my Christian brother. Been together for a long time. Do you remember what I told you when I first met you?
We're going to be good friends someday.
I told him that.
Yeah, he
Because
did.
God told me in my spirit. I was sitting in Bible class, listening to Pastor Ron, and he was giving up the word, and God touched me in my spirit. You were like 2 seats down. He said, "You see Joe over there?" I was like, "Yeah, I see him." In my spirit, he said, "That's going to be your good friend for a long time." Wow. And I was like, "Okay, Lord." I just met Joe. But he said, "Yeah, I want you to go tell him that too." I'm not telling him that. But those that are led by the Spirit of God, these are the sons of God. That's what Romans 8:14 says. And if you want to know what's on my arm, that's what it says. SONOFGOD. Son of God. That's based off of Romans 8:14. For those that are led by the Spirit of God. These are the sons of God. See, everybody in the Son, you got to be led by the Spirit. The Spirit said, go tell Joe y'all gonna be friends for a long time. And I was like, I don't want to do it. He said, do it. I said, okay. And I stepped out on faith. And we've been friends, 7, 8 years now?
Yeah, 7, 8 years, and it's just crazy because of all that's kind of happening in between, which, I actually just put out a new blog posting, first time ever yesterday. So you get on my website, which I think we're going to be showing that here at some point.
We'll be showing it.
But yeah, you'll get to kind of hear more about my story, and as well as the practical means. And I believe it can be for anybody who's, dissatisfied with where they're at with their career and their job, and they want to do something else different, but not sure how to go about that. So you guys all get to hear more about that.
That's a blessing, Joe. I really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, Joe.
I really appreciate you being my friend. So we can really say God was right when he told me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's never wrong.
He's never wrong.
Can you believe that? God was right. He said Micah do something, Micah did it, and it turned out just the way he said it. Is that a coincidence?
No.
I don't think so. What about happenstance? No? Circumstance even?
No.
I know what it was. It was luck.
No.
Nah.
That was all God. He speaks, we listen, and we act. That's what's good. All right, Joe. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, Joe.
They'll be hearing more from you, man.
Thanks
If you
for
see the
having me on.
website, you see the t-shirts, and everything we're doing, just know Joe's behind that. And when you go to his website, you're going to get 20% off. Sorry, I tried to give him an extra 5%. You're going to get 20% off. So
First
if
order.
you have first order, only on your first order.
First order.
So load up, okay? And get your t-shirts, business cards, whatever you need.
Web designs, anything you want to get.
Discuss it with him. He's a one-on-one guy. Call him and tell him your ideas. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Once I told him what I wanted to do, he talked to me about it. We even got a coupon book coming out, Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Joe's running the coupon. He's doing a coupon book. And for those of you who don't know what the coupon book is, we're going to take on our sponsors, about 30 of them, and we're going to put them in a coupon book. And the coupon book will be what, $10, $15 we discussed, Joe? That they could get it and get money off of stuff all over the city of Pittsburgh. So you'll like that, Pittsburgh. It'll help us and it'll help you too. Save some money on the places you already go to. If you're going to go, why not save some money on it? All right? Joe, thank you again, my brother. Any last words?
What's good, Pittsburgh?
Hey! All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for cash and prizes. All right, Pittsburgh, cash and prizes.
Yes.
Q, this is where we give away the bling bling and the ching
Ching,
ching. We love to give away money on this show because we like to give out what's good to Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Now, you didn't know, but we had a trivia question on that first episode, which Miss Lightbright,
was
she
it the
actually
first
won.
Was it the first episode or the second episode?
It was the first
Oh,
one.
it was the first- okay.
Now, she actually might win it for the second one too, Pittsburgh, because she answered the question already.
Like by you out there.
Lightbright's making it happen. She already got her 25 gift card. Can we put her up there?
Yeah,
Let's
show her picture, please, because she about to be
There she
balling in
goes.
a second.
There she is. Yeah, she already got 25. She's working on the 50. Double bubble, back-to-back weeks,
Come on,
back-to-back
man.
champ. Pittsburgh, you're leaving money on the table.
I'm telling
I
you.
gives it away for free. And just to let you know, we're not going to do the Giant Eagle gift cards no more until Giant Eagle becomes our sponsor.
Okay.
We're giving away the Visa.
Oh, man. You know you can use the Visa for? You can use the Visa for everything.
Anything. You don't have to go to Giant Eagle. You go to, what other grocery stores we got here in Pittsburgh?
We got what? We got
Shop and Save.
Aldi's.
You can go to Aldi's.
Aldi's is
I
where
like
it's at.
Aldi's.
Let me tell you something.
I like
Aldi's
Aldi's.
got the best baby back ribs, low key. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh, you like them?
Come on, man.
You like them? I like that Aldi's. So you can use your gift card to go anywhere, not necessarily Giant Eagle.
Right.
Until Giant Eagle becomes our sponsor.
We're working on it.
Giant Eagle,
Come on.
follow me. Holla at me. Okay? We're working on it. So, we do have a good joke for today.
What is it? We got, listen, this joke is going to be fun. Because I don't know what he be doing and where he be getting these jokes from. But if you start cracking up, listen, man, it's going to be real laughter. Because I don't know what he be doing. What's the joke of the day, man?
Well, the joke of the day is sponsored by Taquitos.
Taquitos.
Authentic Mexican food on Penn Avenue and Wine Biddle. That's where the food truck is, on Penn Avenue and Wine Biddle. And then if you wanted to go to the Evergreen Cafe and sit down and have a cerveza and some tacos, you buy 2 tacos, you get 1 for free. If you don't like tacos, tell them What's Good Pittsburgh sent you. They'll give you another deal. They'll give you some more free food. Trust me. They always take care of you, especially when you mention us. So mention What's Good Pittsburgh. Go get you some free food. All right?
Come on now.
You guys ready for the joke of the day? Q, you ready for the joke of the day?
Yes, I am. I'm ready to laugh.
Okay.
gotta make us laugh.
Hopefully you guys have a good answer for
Hurry
me.
up.
But this is the joke.
What's the joke?
Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
Key, you know why carry an umbrella?
I've never seen him carry it.
Well, he carries an umbrella in case it drizzles, my nizzle.
Okay.
Drizzle,
Okay.
but thank you, taquitos. The joke of the day. In case it drizzles, my nizzle.
See what I'm
All
saying?
right, so
That's not West Coast. That's not West Coast.
thank you. I thought it was funny. So Pittsburgh, we thank you, and we're grateful to you.
Yeah.
We want to really this show ran a little bit longer than we usually have. We got 3 guests, and all 3 of them were prolific and very important to this show, and the production and the promotion of this show. All 3 of them were very important, and we thank you for showing up today.
Thank you
know?
for having me.
We really appreciate.
Thank you.
We didn't get these shirts for free.
No,
we
we
paid
did
for them,
not.
but I got my 25% discount. Get yours.
Come on.
Get yours. Joe, you get 20% off. I keep trying to give him that extra
I know. Won't you
5%.
give him
Don't
the
I?
5% then?
That extra 5% may come out of my pocket if I keep saying it. But you get 20% off when you order from Joe and his graphic design communication company. Make sure you get your business cards, t-shirts, or whatever else you need. Just give him a call. He loves the one-on-one. Tell him what you're trying to do, and he'll work it out for you, especially if you're getting 20% off. Keenan, any final words?
Well, won't you tell them one more time, just, what they can get if they go ahead and get something from you. You know what I'm saying? If they buy something from you, what do they get as soon as they, make that first purchase?
Well, they get 25% off the first purchase.
She'll give you 25%.
She'll give you 25. Come on, man. Like, we giving out deals out here. Okay?
We're trying.
So I'm just saying,
Let you know
gotta
what's
hop
good.
on it, man. What's good, Pittsburgh out here trying to help y'all guys out now. Come on now. Last words.
Last words, get better, Dunny. Get better. We miss you. We love you, bro.
Donnie. Get better, man. We miss you, buddy. For real, man. We miss the sports segment, brother. It ain't the same without you, man. Like, we good, but you great,
We'll see you next week, bro.
Yeah, man. I just want to say and give a shout out to all the beautiful moms in the world. You know
Shout
what I'm
out to the
saying?
moms out there. Hi, mommy.
Listen, man. I love women, and I love what they do for the world itself. Because God made, woman from rib, and he took that rib so that we won't be alone.
Right.
So I'm
Help
just
me.
thankful. Yeah, man. So I'm just thankful for that. And then what women do just as the reproduction, as they birth children, that's just something that's great and phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So mad respect to every woman on this earth who's walking, who have children. Mad
That's
respect
you, Mom.
to you. Mad
She brought her
respect
daughter
to
on
you.
the show.
Yeah.
She's with me
Right,
everywhere.
right.
She's
Yeah.
with me
So,
everywhere.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day,
Happy Mother's
everybody.
Day, honey. I love you. Everybody, just happy Mother's Day to every last woman on this earth.
Any final words, kid?
Thank you. No, I just really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to be on the show. I enjoyed myself. Thank you.
That was the most important thing. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
All right, we had fun with you too.
Thank you.
All right, Pittsburgh. Well, as always, we leave you with 3 rules to live by. Love God, love one another, and love to do good.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, Pittsburgh. Peace.
Peace.
Shalom.